Good day, creative geniuses. Yes, you are a creative genius. We're always creating something, conscious or unconscious. Welcome to my Wednesday Wisdom Window. I'm Suzanne Grace, CEO of Grace Inspire Sanctuary, where I come together with you once a week to think a better thought, create a new idea, open our consciousness to a greater good. So I'm really grateful that you're here whenever and from wherever you're watching this. I appreciate you very much. So today we're going to start with our breathing practice, a simple one. And I invite you to take one hand on your heart center and one hand at your low belly. Feel your feet on Mother Earth and sit with that vertical spine so that the energy of the Sushumna channel can be free-flowing. Relax your shoulders and gently close your eyes. And as we turn within and take a few conscious, slow breaths, I'm going to tone 3 times from the love tuner to bring us into a vibration of expansion and connection. So enjoy the tone while you breathe. And we simply allow that vibration to open our heart center to the breath and to this moment right now, preparing us for this day in a beautiful way. And so I invite you to rub your hands together as you open your eyes. Clasp your fingers and turn your palms up and just lightly rest them on your crown chakra for a moment. Drop your shoulders. Feeling your feet on the earth and your knuckles on your crown. And then raise your arms slowly and extend your energy up to your infinite potential for today. Oh, yes. And then open your arms, wiggle your fingers, bring your arms down and relax them on your lap. Very good. Yes, today is a new day. Hi, Susie. I see you're here watching. Great. Welcome. From Oregon, I believe. So I'm working with this book, Spiritual Liberation by Michael Beckwith. And today I want to talk about, this pandemic, we've been in it, we're out of it, almost out of it. But everyone in the whole world has experienced something from this. And it brings to mind for me how we are all a global family, that we are all connected. Everyone is experiencing this everywhere on the planet. The seeming third world countries, the rich countries, it's everywhere. So it brings us together in that understanding that we are one global family. And Michael talks about this that I wanted to share with you today. He says, love is the ultimate conqueror. As the realization that we are members of a world family finds its home more and more in more and more hearts, people across the globe are dissolving man-made boundaries and acknowledging our interconnectedness. They are announcing that now is the time to bring a halt to dehumanizing Earth's inhabitants, that now is the time to put an end to world hunger, inadequate health care, lack of education, global warming, racial injustice. We can become architects or spiritual activists, spiritual revolutionaries who realize that the solution to global challenges is a spiritual one. He goes on to say we can awaken our inherent love nature. And this can be messy and uncomfortable. We are often unaware of when and how low-level anxiety overtakes our minds. Oh, yeah. We've accepted that it's normal to be tense, upset, reactionary, fearful, doubt-filled, and worried. We think that's normal. We don't want to deny what's going on around us, he says, that people are suffering. But what is required is to begin shifting these external facts and maintain a focus on our individual inner change. Through our individual inner work, he says, we discover that we have ample gifts to contribute to establishing an enlightened society. We then become motivated to deliver these gifts in a mindset of love, not out of fear that the world needs saving. Hear that. He says we are not here to save the world, but to serve an emerging paradigm of love, connectedness, and generosity of heart. Yeah. Love, compassion, and kindness are the antidotes to fear-based approaches. And you know, I was reading the other day about how the root for kindness is the same as in kinship. So they have the same root, kin, kind. So when we're kind, there's a kinship that happens with another. Because, you know, all we hear about on the news is it's very one-sided, right? All the things that aren't working. And yet, he says, we don't hear about the movements and individuals who are putting their lives on the line for peace. Individuals who are using technology as communication tool for raising the collective consciousness and for ending world hunger. There are millions of people that are shifting their consciousness. We don't hear about that, right? So we live in a global village, if we can think about that. I really like that. So he invites us to release a vibration of heart love wherever we go. In line at the supermarket, on the freeway, at the gym, in the workplace, in the presence of your so-called enemies. Can you reveal the highest love potential of your human spirit? So he says, with increased commitment, we can wrap our awareness around the preciousness of human life and devote our energies to realizing our oneness with our brothers and sisters on the planet. Oh, yeah. I love that idea, and especially in times such as these where we're all in the same boat, right? So one of my favorite mudras in yoga is Pushpaputa Mudra, and I'm going to invite you to do that as we use this idea of a global family today. So your hands out in front with the baby finger lightly touching. And this mudra is translated as handful of flowers. And it's a gesture of offering. And so I invite you to just gaze softly at the palm of your hands and imagine a light emanating from your palms. And breathe that light as you inhale into your heart center. And as you exhale slowly, send that light back to your palms and then out into the world. Offering that light. Inhale that light from the palm of your hands into your heart. And exhale that light out into the world. And let's inhale kindness, compassion. And as we exhale, send that compassion and kindness out from our heart to the palm, out to the world. Give it away. And one more time, inhale kindness and compassion into your own heart so you receive. And then as you exhale, you give it away. A gesture of offering to the world, to the hearts of the world. Yes. What a beautiful, beautiful blessing. And then gently fold your palms together into Anjali Mudra. And anytime we bring our palms together, it creates a balance in all of our opposites. Our compassion and our strength, our logic and intuition, our masculine and feminine energies. It brings us into a union with ourselves. Yes. And so our affirmation today is, I am willing to appreciate and share this thing called life. I am willing to share this thing called life. Great. And rub your hands together. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes. Tap your thymus. So good. Thank you for joining me today on my Wednesday Wisdom Window. And if you're a local person, I do a monthly meditation circle at our Foothill Center for Spiritual Living in Auburn at 5 o'clock. It's an hour, a beautiful time of sacred song and readings and meditation together. So that's tonight at 5 if you're available. Otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday, and have a great rest of this day. And remember, you can always go to my website, graceinspire.com. I have many resources there for you, and I'm always available to have a conversation with you. So reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great rest of the day. Namaste.